Hi, it's Susan with Florida Future Realty down here in Cape Coral, Florida. Today I wanted to discuss, yesterday I read a blog post by another real estate agent, not in this area, but in the general market like ours. Basically, this agent was saying, don't buy, it's a bad time to buy, most likely. She said there's some reasons why it may be okay to buy, but she went on and on about the current state of the economy and how many foreclosures were in the market and all these things. And what I couldn't understand is that if your only reason to tell people to buy is there aren't any foreclosures, the values are going up, 20, 30, 40% a year, and you better hurry up because the market's going up, this is a good time to buy, that's really bad advice. That's what happened to us in 2003, 4, 5, and then the eventual crash at the end of 6, and then continued to crash 7, 8, 9, where a lot of people, made really bad investments because, yes, they came here, if say you weren't from this area and you wanted a waterfront home and I said to you, look, here's what's listed between $500,000 and $700,000, and you find one you like, you better be willing and able to put in an offer higher than the list price because there's probably going to be 3, 4, 5 multiple bids on that property. Okay, so great, I got you a home. You ended up paying 20% more than the list price, but you got a home. Okay, great. Now, fast forward from 2005 to today, that house is worth about a third, maybe 40% of what you paid for it. Oh, good investment advice. No, that's not why you buy real estate. Yes, it's great, long-term appreciation, hopefully you're going to receive. But the properties are going up a little bit right now. We're probably more stable than actually increasing when you look at overall and all of the things going on. Yes, there's foreclosures on the market, not as many as there were a couple years ago, but there are foreclosures. Yes, the economy is what the economy is. I can't control the whole, economy. I can't control the national economy, the world economy. I can't control the local economy, but I will tell you this, if you are a first-time home buyer or a move-up home buyer or a move-down home buyer, I can show you whether it makes sense or not for you to buy. Okay, and if it's going to be something that you're going to live in, we want to make sure you can afford it and we want to make sure that it's, in a comfortable situation for you. Okay, but if you're an investor and you're looking to invest, it doesn't matter what's going on right now with the rest of the economy. If you can buy a home and you can cash flow that home, then you buy it. You see what I'm saying? The rents are going up. And if you have the money, obviously if you're an investor, you should know whether or not you can afford to, hold this property. Let's say it had to sit vacant for a while. You always have to understand these kind of things happen. Or if you're an investor and you think that you're going to remodel a home and put it back on the market, you have to look at reality and see, okay, the values aren't really going up much. This needs $20,000 worth of work, and then that'll increase my value by $30,000. That's not really going to make sense. So you have to look at each case individually. However, to say not to invest simply because there's foreclosure, it doesn't make sense. So I just wanted to kind of address that and, explain to you that yes, we're not saying it's a great time to buy, you have to buy now, like people were saying in 2005 when the market was way up here. Now we're, down here, and it probably is a really good time for you to buy because the properties are still affordable. I mean, you could buy a waterfront home in Cape Coral in the $200,000 range. That's livable. We just sold a couple like that in Southwest Cape Coral. Yeah, if you want to be really close to open water, you want a newer, larger home, you're going to be paying, $300,000, $400,000, but still, there are really great buys out here, and if you can afford to hold that, whether you're paying cash or you're borrowing money, then it would be a good time to buy. But if you can't afford it and you're expecting, that it's going to increase X amount of dollars in the next year or two, and then you think you're going to sell it, yeah, probably not a good idea. Or maybe we'll, try to find you something smaller. Like we just listed a duplex for $104,000 in Southwest Cape. Maybe that would make more sense for you. But you have to kind of look at, what you can afford and if you're going to earn money. Like if I sell you a $100,000 house that we can rent out, for $900 to $1,000 a month, that's a good deal. Okay, because you're going to be able to rent that out each month and you're going to have a return on your investment. But if you need to get, financing for a majority of that purchase and you don't have any money in reserves and you think you're going to make a lot of money, no, now is not a good time. But that's common sense, and that doesn't matter what's happening in the market or the economy. That's just showing you that that investment doesn't sustain itself. So if you really want to speak to somebody that understands investments, call our office and we can help you. We can explain this to you. And if you already know all about investing and you just want an agent that knows how to find those deals, then call us too, because that's even easier. We don't have to explain anything to you. You already know, but we can send you the properties that actually make sense or could make sense at the right price. So give us a call. This is again Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, 239-542-8521. You can reach me on my website, susanmilner.com, or on our company website, floridafutureagents.com. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks.